We're All right, Chuki. We've got an angry Maria on the decks. Her setup's gone all wonky. You got a minute to pick her up some new equipment? Or do I gotta tell her to suck it up? Okay, I wish you had to go and tell the BM to bloody lump it. Great.
So let's test my voice. See how it sounds. Huh. I'm being attacked for no apparent reason, so let's go out and kill them. Or maybe not. Let's ignore them, because I'm an ignorer. This video is mainly just to show people how to complete the special cargo resupply missions. Obviously with the Oppressor Mark II, which most people don't really enjoy, or not that they don't enjoy it themselves, but mostly griefers when it comes to playing in a public session with multiple peoples. Most of them are just idiots, wasting your time, wasting all the hours you put into the game to, let's say, fill your businesses. And when it comes to selling them, you're just fucked. There's no way, there's nothing you can actually do about it. That's why what I do, I glitch a public server, and I do everything alone. I don't mind at that point. What I'm showing is repetitive as hell, but if you want to make money, you have to do tedious and repetitive activities, missions, or whatever you want to call it. In my case, I have a obsessive compulsive disorder, which gives me false objectives or useless objective, such as trying to reach $1 billion. But between you and me, it doesn't serve any purposes, because with the money I currently have, plus the money I already got, it's more than enough to buy whatever I need, whatever I want. But it's just, it's really just an OCD, basically. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one in this situation. And I know that I'm talking to myself right now, since there's no one in the actual broadcast. But hey, if someone, find this video later on, once the broadcast is over, they can actually listen to what I'm saying, whether they agree with it or not. So, fuck yes, God is. Yes, God is. A crash site, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Let me pick this one and go away. That mission there with the police, it's quite easy. You get just one package, and then from there, go back to your warehouse. Just making sure that you're high enough so the police on the ground cannot actually see you. And watch out for the choppers. They just tend to appear out of thin air in front of you. But basically all the warehouse missions, special cargo mission, are fairly easy. Some are more tedious, like this one, even though it's not that hard. It's just that when you're solo, having to go back and forth 3 times, it pisses me off, but you know, you do what you gotta do. And here, just a quick tip, don't go in that big yellow circle underground that you saw. Just enter with, you know, the smaller door there, and you can just exit right away. You don't end up in the warehouse having to turn around and, you know, run out to the exit. So you save that. Well, you save those extra seconds. And this is the first time I actually do a broadcast using my microphone. So it's mostly like a test more than anything else. And as you probably noticed by my accent, I'm not English. I'm not American. I'm French Canadian. So you're probably going to hear me swear in French once in a while, or switch to French once in a while. I think it's an advantage for me to be able to speak both languages, so I can reach different people. I don't believe I'm going to broadcast a lot. I mean, obviously today is a Saturday. I'm just chilling, but I won't probably do this during weekdays, having a full-time job. But it's Saturday morning, so I'm just chilling. Let's see how it goes. The Smart II oppressor is really a benediction when it comes to that type of tedious and monotonous tasks. It just makes everything much quicker. I can understand people disagreeing, meaning that they don't find it not worthwhile, but how can I say this? They would tend to say, "Oh, you know, you're a tryhard. You go the easy route. Why don't you use cars or helicopters?" I don't care. The goal is making money to be able to buy different stuff. Why would I take the long route? It doesn't make any sense to me, so that's why I like this vehicle. But I don't use it when I go on public servers to play with other players. I find it really cheap, as most people do. But for these missions, man, this is perfect. It's just perfect. I do apologize for some of my pronunciation when I talk, or when I speak. But as I said earlier, I am French Canadian. I'm not an Anglophone. And for some of you who would be wondering how I actually learned to speak English. I was actually never thought, well, at school obviously, but you don't really learn to speak English at school, unfortunately. Um, so I learned it just by actually watching TV, um, and video games being 95% in English. When you want to play a game, you want to finish it, you have to understand what's going on. So when I was younger, much younger, that's how I forced myself to understand and listen carefully to see how different syllables and words are pronounced. But yeah, um, I don't know what to say really when there is nobody actually on the stream, and I'm not looking um, to be a streamer. I really don't care about that. I mean, what are the chances that you actually grow an actual audience? There's so many people doing it. I mean, I'm not the only one, and I don't expect me to be different than anybody else. But yeah, the only... Oh shit, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just wasting precious time now. So I was supposed to go back to the terabyte and not going north, as if there was a missing package, but I got all three of them. So, big waste of time. Grosse perte de temps. But yeah, if anybody has questions about different aspects of GTA Online, even though, that game has been going since, like, what, 8 years now? The online part, not necessarily the single player part. I mean, there's so many videos out there, tutorials, which explain pretty much every aspect of this game. It's just like finding tweaks here and there, which allows you to optimize your missions time-wise. See, I just got this. This is purely random. I could have missed him, but for some reason, I managed to to fucking like hit the guy right in the head from the side, which doesn't happen really often because there is no actual automatic. There's no lock to the target. Oh, I went straight through like an idiot. And obviously, Rockstar, the way the game works, I believe there's something called a chaos engine or something like that in this game, so it's meant to be chaotic everywhere. And that's one of the most annoying thing in the game, I think, is when you're being shoot at by NPCs. All the other, NPC like go totally nuts and just like do erratic movements, unexpected behavior, like turning right in front of you to block your way for no reason. Yeah, the NPCs are pretty much overpowered when it comes to aiming. they can pretty much shoot you from any angle. And even when you are in a vehicle, they can manage to shoot you anyway without any difficulty, which is totally stupid, even though the NPCs are the most idiot AI there is in the game. I mean, compared to other players. But when it comes to accuracy, I mean, they beat pretty much any actual human player. It's so annoying. Just as an example, I think there's a mission called Data Sweep as a terabyte mission. Those guys are in a car, you know, beneath you, and there is no way for them to actually shoot you right on top of the car, but for some reason they managed to do it. That's one of the good example. But yeah, the NPCs are pretty much overpowered with guns, even with a handgun. They can fucking snipe you with a handgun, which is totally ridiculous, in my opinion. But hey, who am I to complain? I mean, I'm playing in a solo public server, so I don't have much resistance besides that, so... So yeah, this week,
I've sent the collection.
the warehouse, the sell mission are double, RP and money-wise. So that's why I'm grinding resupply cargo missions. Or should I say special cargo? I mean, it's one of the most profitable activity in the game. But try to do this in a regular public server, it's impossible. So that's why I don't understand how people are willing to take the risks and trying to make money on actual public servers. It's ridiculous. But hey, who am I to judge? Well, now let's see which is a good truck. Will I be lucky and the first one will be the good one? I would be quite surprised. Really quite surprised if it happened. Is this you? No, it's not. So what I like to do in these situations when you have multiple vehicles that you have to scan, no matter what or how you have to scan them, I always like to go for the furthest vehicle so I can get rid of it if it's not that one. But knowing Rockstar and how the game behaves, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the one, and it's going to the opposite side of where I'm supposed to go once I hop in the vehicle, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there we go. I was wrong. But I'm a pessimist, so I like to how can I say this? Not foresee, but anticipate, just in case. So if it happens, I'm not surprised because I was anticipating it. And when it's not happening, I'm happy. So it works both ways, basically. So some people call it pessimism. I don't even know what the correct term is. Pessimistic. I don't think it's pessimistic, but whatever. Pessimism? No, I don't think it. Positivism? I don't even know. And to be honest, I don't really care either, so... Found it, so that's the one. So now, he doesn't know that I'm trying to get that vehicle yet. And will he be going straight forward? No, he turned. So, this type of mission is really annoying too, because you have to run after that vehicle. And you cannot shoot it with your motorcycle. So you don't really know what to expect. So you have to wait. See, it's going slowly, so it's a good opportunity, but you don't have to... There it is. There you go. But now everybody gets CC. That's what I'm saying. Like, Rockstar made it so that the NPC will do everything in their power just to ram into you. With no apparent reason, even though they can go around. No, they will go straight for you. And this is another example when sometimes the game acts stupid. Like, why did you get run behind the vehicle to come back? It's just whatever sometimes. When something really pisses me off, let's say it happens eventually, I'm gonna switch to French, for sure. Because for me, it's so much more satisfying to swear in French. Because this game can make me swear a lot. When it doesn't go my way, or just when it's just illogical and stupid. Yeah, so I don't pretend to know everything. See, again, it's just the way the game is. Rockstar will make it so that a vehicle will pop out right in front of you just because it goes so well. I don't know if it's a algorithm. I'm pretty sure it is. But I mean, it's not something new. Most of the time I know how to deal with it, but sometimes it's just unpredictable. There is no way. There's no time to react. So what I'm going to be doing here, in order to have my motorcycle once I get out, I wait until I get right before the circle here, request it, and look, make sure your camera is pointing towards the ground. This will make it so that the motorcycle will spawn near you, because sometimes, as you probably noticed, Rockstar just make it so that, you know, your vehicle just spawn far away. You know, it's just tedious to walk back out and having to run to your vehicle when it could be just right next to you. So, you know, it's right there, so it's much faster than having, sometimes it spawns like, I'll show you here, sometimes it spawns like right here instead, so you're like, why? But I believe Rockstar likes to waste people's time. And they want to force you to buy Game Shark card, which is, I don't even understand why people keep buying this. I mean, there you go. That's another some stupidity in this game. With this Oppressor Mark II, obstacles sometimes make you fall off if you, like, goes into a vertical position. I mean, I understand, like, gravity, but it's just, like, just another waste of time that shouldn't happen. Well, I mean, it's okay. That's how the game is. So that's pretty much how you optimize your resupply mission for your warehouse. So many little things that can be optimized. It's not always possible depending on the type of mission, but I mean, you know, entering a terabyte with your actual Oppressor Mark II, calling the mission, hanging up on that lady there because it's totally useless, and then jump onto your motorcycle and get out right away. So here it's going, when you see go into vantage point, don't care about this, just shoot every people in front until you kill the 3 targets, and then it will reveal the position of the actual vehicle you're trying to steal. Last one, there it is. And with that motorcycle, it's so easy to avoid the police. So you just like hover, hover over the vehicle and wait for the stars to go away. Or you can also use Lester, but I mean, just by avoiding the police there, you gain some RP, even though it's not that much, but it's still RP every time you do it, instead of using like $600, even though like if you look at how much money I have now, $600 is pretty much irrelevant. But still, for the times it takes, I don't mind just waiting for the cops to go away. I pretty much do this for every single mission. There you go. A bit of RP, and then I just save $600. Even though there's not much you can do with $600 in this game. Everything is so expensive. It's expensive versus the time you have to invest. And what I don't like this week, it's that they put the VIP work, double RP and money, at the same time as the warehouse. So you cannot really do both unless you only have one warehouse and you alternate between a resupply mission then a VIP work. And VIP work, if you bought the different vehicles, you unlock much more mission than the headhunter and the sightseer, which are the main ones people are just cycling through. But you have velocity, which is a nice one too, even though you have a 10 minutes time limit, which forces you to use those 10 minutes. You have to stay alive by using the rocket car there. I don't really remember the name. I think it's the Cyclone Super something, whatever. And you have to maintain a certain speed to avoid a detonation. But this week it pays 70,000 for 10 minutes, which is fair. I mean, it's double. But yeah, if it wasn't for the warehouse, I would be just grinding VIP works and terabyte works, which would probably give me about 70,000 every 10 minutes or so, about 420,000 per hour. See, again, waiting before entering the circle, calling my vehicle, looking down at the ground, and it will spawn right under me. There you go. So that way when you come out, you can, jump on your motorcycle right away. So I don't intend to fill out all my 5 warehouses because it takes way too much time to do so. I did it a couple weeks ago. I filled 2 and I finished yesterday. So I had 5 full large warehouse, and a friend of mine logged in and helped me, was present on the map in case I need assistance to sell those warehouses. But pretty much all mission to sell your cargo are fairly easy, even solo. So you don't necessarily have to be multiple people. If you're used to sell your businesses, your MC businesses alone, when you have 3 different vehicles, it's the same. You're gonna have some missions with 3 vehicles, and others you will only have 1, so you don't waste that much time. But at least you don't have the infamous, I think it's called the post-op truck. We call it the post office truck, which is just tedious to do. Like when you have 3 of them, it's impossible to do alone. Oh, this one, I think it's a cup truck, yeah. So for this one, what I do the easiest way to go about this, you go further in front of them, take out your gun, and make sure you keep shooting at them. Keep shooting at them. They will stop for some reason. The AI don't know how to behave. You kill the driver. Then normally you get back on your motorcycle and do the same thing as I did earlier. Go up high enough so the units on the ground cannot actually see you. But mind that you have 3 stars, so choppers will spawn out of thin air eventually. So if you stay here and look at all of them, I think the way the game works is that if you keep looking at the same direction as I do here, no cops will despawn to respawn somewhere else. So you have a total control of the unit spawning. Well, most of the time, maybe not in this case here, because I have 2 units in the back, so the chopper is coming my way. There you go. And that's about it. Oh, it's not. Another cop entered the... Oh, wow, okay. So probably there was a second officer in that truck, and he took over the first one. So I have to do the same thing again. He will get out of the truck, try to shoot at you, get rid of him, jump back on your motorcycle again. But as I said earlier, you don't have to necessarily waste your time and, you know, wait until all the stars goes away, your wanted level goes away. But this time I don't believe the truck will have any passenger anymore. I will be able to take it and go straight to my warehouse. Again, you can call Lester to remove your wanted level. It's $600. It's not that much. It's not that much when you have as much money as I do now. But trying to avoid the cone vision. There we go. Let's see now. Okay, the NPC just ran into the truck for some reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is. It's 11:08 now. I'm probably going to still be playing until noon Eastern time. I'm going to get to what I must do. Here you have 2 choices. Either you keep the siren on. That way all the cars in front of you will move out of your way. And if you run through red light... Oops, sorry. And I'm not even looking to where I'm supposed to go, but let's take that route here. Another, obvious tip with any vehicles you're actually driving, when it comes to cut a corner, just release the gas. Don't necessarily press on the brake. Like just, maybe like 30 meters before you get to the intersection, you let go of the gas. And yeah, if you need to brake, don't go all the way in. Just like push the button a little, so you have a better control of over the vehicle. Again, calling my vehicle here, looking straight at the ground. That's a weird trick, having to look at the ground for the vehicle to spawn next to you. But believe it or not, I learned this week, and I've been playing this game for... I originally bought it on the PlayStation 3, but I didn't play GTA Online at that time. I started playing actually last year, I think around July or something like that, June, July. And I was trying to find a way to do what I do now, playing in a solo public session, to be able to do all the missions and resupply and whatnot. There was a car there. I wasn't expecting it, but it's fine. Another thing you need to be aware of when you are you do special cargo resupply mission. Um, it costs you 18,000 to have 3 crates at a time, and you have to pay this 37 time to fill out 111 crates. So it comes roughly to, well, it comes to $660,000 for each warehouse. So you have to subtract this to the actual money you're earning when it comes to selling your crates, which is now in special, I believe it's $4,440,000. So it just like it comes to about 3,800,000 at the end. And bear in mind that every 48 minutes, which equals a day in GTA, you have to pay your fees, whether it be a CEO or an MC. So you have to subtract those amounts too. And if you're really like looking to save, if you don't have a lot of money and trying to get, to accumulate a lot of it, if you are patient enough, you can just try to find a new session every 47 minutes or 45 minutes or so, so you never pay the actual daily fees for your bunker, your penthouse if you have one, your apartment, basically your employees. Oh, there you go. So I'm not sure how it's going to go with this truck because it's not bulletproof per se. And the one of the guys in front of me will go berserk, trying to keep control, letting go of the gas. Oh, this is just stupid what happened there. I'm supposed to go in between the two. And it's yeah. The NPCs is annoying as hell. But sometimes they're stupid enough so you can lose them. And once you reach a 200 meters mark, they could just go away. I believe I'm gonna be good for this one. But I do die sometimes because, as I said earlier, the NPCs are snipers with handgun. They can shoot you pretty much from any position, even though there is no physical way for them to actually shoot you. But I'm good. I'm there now. And having just to drive a vehicle always make it so much easier, since it's 3 crates at a time. That was useless. So of course you could technically pay $2,000 only to have 1 crate and not having to deal with 3 separate packages sometimes. But I mean, can you imagine doing like 111 mission just to fill 1 warehouse? Yes, you will save money at the end of the day, but time-wise, which I think is more precious than in-game money, doesn't worth it. It's not worth it. So yeah, it's always the same thing. And if you're wondering, I guess a lot of people knows this, but in case you don't know and you're on PlayStation and you want to know how you can actually glitch a public server in order not to be annoyed by anyone and do your thing, you know, you have to go into your network settings on the console, and you have to, you know, if whether be you on Wi-Fi or plugged in with an Ethernet cable, if you go in your settings on PlayStation 4, when it comes to select the actual network, choose, instead of easy, choose custom. Ignore the first three settings, and when you reach the MTU, do a manual and switch from the standard 1500, lower it down to 650. Save it, and the setting after, leave it as default. Don't touch it, and test your internet connection. So this will just bug or lag your connection, so that way the Rockstar servers are forced to keep you in a separate lobby, but it doesn't have any impact on you while playing. It's just, it kicks the other players out of your server. So sometimes you will connect, sometimes it will fail. I mean, it doesn't work every single time, but when it does happen, sometimes you see people at the beginning, but they are automatically kicked out. Oop, too soon. There you go. So that's how you do a private public server, as I'm doing now, because what I do now would be impossible in a regular public server. You can forget it. Too many people. And when someone starts a mission, I think you cannot start another one at the same time, so it's just that you're just stuck. Anyway, the only thing that happen when you are in a regular public server is you're getting shoot at for no reason. You know, it's just killing other players. I mean, it's once in a while it's okay, but I mean, you don't do this every single time you play, and I don't even understand people doing that. I mean, I'm doing this so I, you know, can buy myself pretty much everything I need. At one point, I won't need to do this anymore. I will have so much money that I'll probably, by that time, have bought everything that can be bought in the game. Like clothing wise, I already pretty much have everything. It costs a lot when you buy all the clothing, just the clothing, even for the guns. I mean, I think I actually, now I have 219 millions, but I spent, I think, over 200 millions in the game already. So it's not like I didn't bought anything at this point. So the money I have now is not all the money I've made in the game. I know people have made much more money than I did, but when I look at some videos, I saw a guy at one point having like over 7 billions. I mean, there is no way you can have $7 billion without cheating, or, you know, duplicating vehicles to sell them or whatnot. I mean, there's no way you can have 7 billions. I mean, I'm playing, I've put a lot of hours in the game. I mean, it's well over 1,000 hours, and I didn't even make, or barely made, $500 million. So obviously there might be like better ways when you play with other people to make more money than soloing, but I mean, I don't know how much more money you can make versus what I'm doing now. It's not like there's like 100 different ways to make over 500k per hour without being tedious. I mean, there's no secret. You want to have money, you have to work for it, like in real life. So that's why I come back to the question, like, why people keep buying Shark Card. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just to have $8 million, I believe it's 154 Canadian dollars, tax included, which is insane. And just yesterday I made over 20 millions in one night. I mean, don't waste your money on shark cards. Rockstar is laughing at you. I could understand for people who, you know, don't have much time to play. But even there, I mean, you bought the game once, or unless you got it for free, but I mean, geez, you bought the game. Don't waste any more money on it. Rockstar is just laughing at people. Like, they're making millions over millions just with shark cards. I don't get it. I mean, if you look at how much money I have now, if I am to convert it into shark cards, I think I have well over $4,000, actual dollars worth of in-game money. And I've never spent a dime on GTA, ever. That's the stupidest thing to do for any game, for that matter. I mean, you bought it once, don't waste your fucking money buying in-game currencies. Or like Ubisoft like to do this a lot with their games. Like, seriously, like, start milking people, even though they fucking already like spend like over $70 for a game. I know most people don't like grinding because it requires a lot of time, and a lot of people don't have that much time to spend in games, and I totally understand that.
We got an opportunity, boss.
But it's not my case, so... Yeah, special item. This is really cool. You will notice this. You have to really look at it. It's worth more,
Well,
but
this
actually
is
it's...
certainly unusual. A 24-karat gold 6-barrel machine gun, used to belong to a...
So let's see how much it's worth. What I do with special cargo like this, I deposit them in the same warehouse. Not the one I'm actually filling, but another one. And then you can only sell those special cargo. And it's really worth it. I mean, sometimes it's 250,000 just for one package. So what I'm probably gonna be doing now, I'm gonna probably go get that crate, bring it to the warehouse, and sell the special cargo. I will probably have for 750,000 just for those. So that's good. See, this mission is really easy because people are already down. So basically, I only have to find one package. So if it's not there, it's maybe inside here. Is it? No, it's not. So it might be down here then. There you go. No, that's the guy. Oh yeah, there it is. So it's only one crate. It's worth much more than regular crates. So I'm just gonna go and bring it into my... And see what's cool with the oppressor. Like, see, we have enemies on the ground, but you know, you don't have to worry about them. And that's nice, because all the times you have to deal with the NPCs when you can actually avoid them. It's pretty cool, I think. See, they're on the ground there, but don't mind, or I'm way too high for them. And I mean, elevation wise, not stone wise. Even though, wait a second. My cord is long enough. I can take my packs and start it so I can smoke a bit. Because who doesn't like playing video games and smoke a bit? Not to the extent of being like totally out, but let's see how much it's worth. So you have for 740,000 in special cargo value. So what I will do here, just to recuperate what I spent, I can sell everything for 740,000. It's just freebies. It doesn't even like affect my other warehouses. So let's see, what am I supposed to do? So go to, okay, enter a plane. Well, this one's gonna be easy. I don't see any drops quantity, so it's probably just one package. Let's see how it goes. today will bring me back to how much money I had when I started playing today. I don't know if it's the military plane or if it's just a chopper. What is it? Oh, wait a minute. Here, okay. Oh, now it's over here. So what is it going to be? Oh, it's a plane, okay. Let's see here. Where I must go. Hopefully I don't have to worry about being too high for the cops to detect me. Hopefully not, because I hate those missions. It's so stupid. So let's press on the gas and turn in this direction to have enough. There you go. So this should be easy enough. I just wonder if this mission is the one that I have to actually land the plane and kill a bunch of people in the desert. If it's that one, I saw what to do on YouTube on a separate video. So another good trick with... Oh, it's right there. Wow. This is... Are you serious? Is that... Will it be that easy? I have a hangar in the military base here, so I don't have to worry that much flying over that zone. Land the plane to deliver the special. Land the plane. Oh, and there's people in the ground. Okay. So let's have the landing gear out. Let's see what's going on here. So what's going to happen? So let's rotate right now. So I'm not too sure how this works, to be honest. Because there is no way I can land the plane outside that base. So how do I deliver it? I am not sure. I'm really not sure how this works. I wonder if I can just call my, let's see here, service code Satka and request my Sparrow. Where, yes, it's landing it right here. So what I can actually do, since this helicopter, well, we have to buy the submarine to have access to this chopper, which is a better version of the actual Buzzard, because it has infinite missiles. So I can just go here and shoot at those guys. There you go. Get rid of them. Because I don't want to deal with NPCs at this point, because, as I said earlier, they're overpowered. And sometimes they can kill you, like, in seconds. It's not because you're bad, but just... Okay, so... Oh, now I have multiple drop points. I see. Okay. But I have plenty of time because I don't have to worry about anyone else on that map. So let's readjust the camera. Where is it? aiming at? I don't even see it. Because of the red. There you go. Boom. Now I don't want to fire at anyone in the actual military base. I don't want to attract unneeded attention. Let's just land here. Go back into the plane from the rear. I believe there will be, how many drop points? 1. Huh, I thought I saw 2. So that's the only unique drop. Oh, okay, wow. Okay. So just to, you know, to be safe, whoop, not too much. I'll go back in that direction just to get some speed and take off. Closing the landing gear. The $2,000 good behavior. Yeah, Rockstar. Thank you very much. That's so worth it. Oh, I cannot drop the cargo, so I really need to land. Are you serious? Where am I supposed to land? Deliver? That is so fucked up. I don't understand. Okay, I guess. But where do you land? There are so many trees. Let's try landing here. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Can I back up? I can back up. No, the other way around. It's the first time I'm doing it. So let's see. There you go. Okay. That's perfect. Mission accomplished. So where will my... So if I look down, request my personal vehicle, let's see where it's gonna... Where it's going to spawn it. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but there you go. And I just saw that my arcade holds now 45,000, which is equivalent to 3 resupply mission, so it's just free money. Well, that's cool. Okay. So, yeah, now, see, I'm paying all the fees because it's been 48 minutes since last time, but I don't want to find a new session because sometimes it doesn't work. It times out, and you're kicked back to the single player mode, and you have to go back online and wait for it to connect, so it's annoying. Oh, and I'll return my Sparrow. There you go. And I will take this opportunity to also look at where my nightclub is, money-wise, because I have the command center. I bought a command center for the arcade, which controls pretty much everything. So let's see where it's at. So the command center, since the architecture is always the same, the layout is always the same, so it's right here. I think I bought it when it was on special. I don't remember how much I bought it, but I think it's between 1 and 2 million. So let's see, I sold it yesterday. I'm 152,000 right now, so I'll let it go. I still have some stock left from the last week. No, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks ago, when it was business since doubled for sale mission. So I don't really care right now. And here, it allows me to sell or source cargo, but I don't want to do this for now. So let's go and get, let's go to the safe and withdraw the 45,000. So basically that money just serves as a buffer to compensate for whatever I'm spending to source the cargo, the special cargo, at 18,000. And what I like to do is deposit that money into my bank, into the bank. And I really like that the icon is a middle finger. Rockstar is they're a crazy bunch. So let's deposit there. So yes, I'm back exactly at where I was when I started the day. 220 millions. But the road to a billion is gonna take a while still. A lot of grinding. I don't mind grinding. There's a certain extent, and sometimes I do help other people making money. Well, my friends basically, not people I don't know, but what I do or what I ask them to do is to log in. So I create that glitched public server. I invite them into this session. Then once they're in, I log out. I go back and reset my MTU to the 1500s and then join them afterwards. And the session's still glitched, so nobody else can join that session besides the people you invite. So that's how you can have a crew session and optimize what I'm doing now, because I'm doing it alone. But you know, if you have two buddies that can help you out, I mean, it's 3 times as fast. When you have 3 packages, at least. When you only have one, they don't really serve any purpose. But I mean, but yeah, there's no really any secrets if you don't want to. If you are like me, you don't want to glitch the game. Besides the server, but glitched by duping cars and whatnot. I think it's just like lame and lazy. Even though to accomplish the actual dupe requires some skills and patience, but I mean afterwards it's just you're just selling over and over the same thing without much effort. So I don't think there are any values in that, or there is no merit. But to each his own. I mean, again, who am I to judge what other people's do? So what is it gonna be? Oh, simple view. No, not that one. So take out the thieves. So it's 3 packages. God damn. At least you don't blow up the actual package when you blow them up like this. Certain mission you have to be really cautious, because if you shoot missiles you can actually destroy crates. And what this does, it's just that it forces you to do an extra resupply mission for 1 crate, or 2 if you broke 2, but it's just like adding much to what you already have to do, so it's not that cool when it happens. And the same pattern again here. Going to the actual small door, land right in front of it. You can readjust if you want to go faster. You can just like go right straight next to the door, and when you leave, you load automatically in. So that saves you some times as well. And you can just exit right away. And press triangle as soon as you go out. So that way your character will automatically go to your vehicle. And then you just head back to get a second crate. So this is what I meant earlier when I say when you have two buddies with you. So if you're three, you can just take each one crate, go back to the warehouse, and that's it. But when you're alone, you have to go back and forth 3 times. So it's just really annoying. But hopefully, I think there's a good balance between having to get 3 packages or 3 crates and having just one vehicle. It's just that when you have one vehicle, often more than not, you are being attacked by NPCs, and it could be sometimes difficult depending on the situation and depending on what type of vehicle you're driving. If it's a camper, it's the worst because you're unprotected from every angle, and it's slow as hell when it comes to climbing hills. So I can understand when, like, you know, if I was somebody else watching the stream and just watching somebody going from point A to point B with no action in between most of the time, it's not really like something you would normally enjoy. But I mean, while I'm doing it, might as well just, share my broadcast, but I don't really care, to be honest. I will switch in French just a bit in case some like French people come across this video. So je vais switcher en français un peu. Il y a bien des choses que j'ai expliquées en anglais auparavant. Ce que je fais en ce moment, c'est je fais du resupply pour mon special cargo puis mes warehouses. Le faire solo, c'est un peu chiant, honnêtement. Surtout dans très bon exemple en ce moment. Faut que j'aille chercher 3 paquets, 3 crates, puis c'est juste vraiment chiant quand t'es solo pour que tu fasses un back and forth 3 fois. Chiant. Les paquets, là. Oh my god, ok. Bon, les arbres, let's go. Tout pour te ralentir, évidemment. Je suis en train de faire du resupply de warehouse. C'est vraiment long, mais c'est payant vu qu'ils sont doublés cette semaine. Puis comme j'expliquais aussi, j'ai un TOC. Puis ce TOC-là me force à vouloir aller atteindre le 1 milliard. Fait qu'en ce moment, j'ai 220 millions. Puis je grind pour aller chercher le 1 milliard. Puis j'ai déjà dépensé 204 millions, je pense, depuis que j'ai commencé à jouer. Fait que c'est... Faut que tu l'ajoutes au montant que tu vois dans le coin en haut à droite. Là. J'ai expliqué un peu aussi en anglais comment j'optimisais les différentes missions, comme en ce moment, au lieu de rentrer dans le cercle jaune en arrière ici, ben tu t'en vas dans la petite porte à côté ici, puis tu peux rentrer puis aller déposer tes crates directement dans le bureau. Fait qu'au lieu d'apparaître dans le warehouse, t'apparais du bureau puis tu peux sortir tout ça du côté. Fait que tu sais, c'est tous des petits détails comme ça à la longue qui te font économiser beaucoup de temps. Mais je devrais arrêter d'ici une quinzaine de minutes. Là.
Well done.
Yeah, well done. c'est ça. Fait que j'essaie de switcher en anglais, en français pour atteindre deux audiences séparées. Un avantage que j'ai sur des francophones qui parlent pas anglais, puis des anglophones qui parlent pas français, je pense. Là. Même si mon anglais n'est pas nécessairement 100% parfait, je pense qu'il est à 90%. Là. So I can switch back and forth quite easily. But that's what happened when you first do a broadcast. Like obviously nobody finds the broadcast, so nobody watches it while I'm playing. So maybe some people will watch it once the stream is over. I don't expect it. I mean, je m'attends pas à ce que ça arrive non plus, mais I don't know. You never know. But I don't care. I don't really care. There's too many people doing it, so I mean, I'm not unique in that sense. Il y a tellement de monde qui stream que t'es plus vraiment unique, là. C'est ça qui s'est rendu un peu trop saturé à mon goût. Là. There's too many people doing it, so it's oversaturated right now. Like, so I believe this one will have some NPC shooting at me. So j'ai eu l'impression que dans cette mission-là, je vais me faire attaquer par des NPC. Or maybe not. Peut-être pas. I don't believe it will happen since if it was the case, I would have been attacked already. Fait que je pense pas que je vais me faire attaquer parce que si ça aurait... Non, les ciments je les aurais. Si ça avait été le cas, je me serais déjà fait attaquer. So it's gonna be a quiet ride until I get to the warehouse. And those vehicles are not really fast. So it's just like bleh. They're okay. I mean, they're better than the post office truck. You fucker. Yeah, what, like, the civilians randomly shout sometimes, it's so hilarious. Inappropriate, but hilarious still. C'est une petite ride chill, avec un camion qui roule pas tant que ça. Mais comme je disais, au moins c'est moins pire que les maudits trucks de la poste quand tu vends tes TMC business, quand tu vends ta drogue. C'est la pire mission du jeu pour vrai. C'est long, puis tu peux pas faire 3 trucks tout seul. Fait que 2 ça se fait, mais 3 ça se fait pas. Solo ça se fait pas. Là. And yeah, just a quick advice when it comes to selling your MC businesses. Let's assume that you are solo and you have 3 vehicles, not the post office truck, but the other ones. If you have a Mark II oppressor, take the first truck, drive it to the first drop point, exit, well, call your motorcycle, exit, go back to pick up a second truck, and go and drop it to the first drop point again and go and get the third truck right away. So that way you don't have to go, like, if brings you all the way to Paleto Bay at the north of the map, the northest point of the map. You don't have to fly all the way from north to south to your business, depending on where it is, obviously. But yeah, so that way you just need to go back to the vehicle, to the first drop point, and then you can continue on that run. So that's the only way you can finish 3 vehicles solo. I don't know if this is explained somewhere on YouTube. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I have many, like, tweak I can share that nobody knows about, but I mean, I don't think that's a secret. Oh, sorry, I'm lagging now. Come on, there we go. Excuse me. So I think I'm just gonna do a last one because I'm barely at half. What it takes to fill that warehouse, so. But anyway, this broadcast is just a test. Even though it's quite a long broadcast and nobody will watch it in its entirety. I mean, people like to watch like 4 minutes videos, like 12 minutes videos, but nobody wants to watch a 2 hours long stream. And to some people, this is just a waste of your real lifetime. But like I said, we're Saturday morning, and it's just chill. I mean, it's a long weekend for us Canadians with Thanksgiving, so not much stress in this Saturday morning. What is it? Oh, it's 3 packages. Great. I will miss it. No, okay. Alright. 3 hits, 3 missiles, 3 hits. I like it. Will I catch it? I should catch it. There you go. It's not that far, so it's not that bad. Not as bad as the other one before. But again, with the Mark II oppressor, you can just go in straight line, so you don't have to worry about, like, cutting corners and driving the map. I know it's... For some, it's like the way the game is supposed to be played. But to me, it's just a waste of time. Because I did it. I did it so much before I managed to be able to buy the vehicles I need to make everything faster. You know, at one point you don't have any money, so you have to work your ass off to get the first couple millions so you can buy, you know, what you need. Unless you're over rich and you like paying for shark cards, which is totally stupid. Well, yeah, if anyone wants to join me in those boring adventures, feel free to add me on PlayStation. You can see my username on the top left corner there, and even in the stream it says my username. Shoot me a message, just not just an invite, but an actual message saying that you saw the stream and you want to join me. If you want to make money, I can help you with that. Because as you can see, I have a lot of it, and I've never actually spent a single dime. Oops. Oh, it works out, and the motorcycle vanished. Awesome. Makes total sense. Let's add to get the last one. So yeah, being in a public session also helps replenish your nightclub. So that's the only way you can actually make money out of a nightclub, is by playing in a session. Not when you do rockstar jobs. Oh, where's the package? Oh, I think it landed on the roof. Pretty sure it did. Indeed. And I noticed, for copyright reason, no music is actually playing besides the one playing now, which is the default one when you have no station selected. So that's why I leave it as that, so you have at least a background music, even though most of them are annoying because it's just loops repeating themselves over and over. There it is. Alright guys, so for those who watch, thank you very much. Pour ceux qui ont regardé, merci beaucoup. Mais yeah, I'm the grindy grinder. Take care and see you again maybe.